Hey guys, so today I wanted to, this is a topic I wanted to touch on a while back and I forgot about it and I thought about it this morning. But what would you say to your younger self? And what kind of advice would you give to a new parent? Especially one that is a new parent to an exceptional child. You could go back in time, what would you say to your younger self? And this is very, I don't know, it's a very good question and a very good topic to discuss, because I think a lot of times, especially when you're going through it, you get caught up in the day-to-day, sometimes hour-to-hour hassles and commitments as a parent, that you don't see the complete picture until years later. You look back and you're like, oh, you know, there are things that I wish I would have done differently. There are things that I wish I would have thought through a little bit differently. There are times when I wish I wouldn't have been so hard on myself. There are times when I wish that I would have been able to see the future, because in the moment, I was really overwhelmed and I didn't know. So yeah, what would I say to my younger self? Well, I would go back and I would tell her, say, you know what, you're going to get through this and enjoy the moments. Enjoy the moments with your children. Also, listen to them and listen to other mothers that are in your life. I was blessed to have some amazing mother friends in my life who had exceptional children, who gave me some of the best advice. And luckily I did take some of it to heart. But it's interesting how some of it you'd be like, oh, that doesn't relate to me. Oh, that doesn't, you know, I don't need that advice. And then come to find out, yeah. So it's kind of interesting the way life works. I had a friend who had a child with severe autism. And I think he had some traumatic brain injury when he was born, but he also had autism. And so I remember this friend of mine, was a dear friend. She gave me a lot of good advice as, you know, as I was, you know, starting my journey as a mother. And I remember thinking that, wow, what kind of strength it must take to raise a child like that, you know, to raise a child that consumes every moment of your attention. And she often felt like she couldn't go anywhere, or if she was invited to things, she was really hesitant because she just didn't know. There's a shadow of my foot. There you go. She just didn't know what would happen. I mean, her child was unpredictable. He may have a good day. He may have a bad day. He may have a day where he starts off good and then, you know, has a meltdown, or maybe, you know, anyway. So I remember those days. I remember when my children were young and we would get invited to things. And I recall a few times when we're like, you know what, let's just stay home. Because we didn't want to have to deal with certain behaviors and certain things we're going through. One of them, the hardest phase of my early mom years was when I was trying to potty train. And my first couple of children were difficult, but my number 2 was the most difficult. And that was hard. I couldn't go anywhere because they had to be in pull-ups for quite some time. And I remember feeling judged. I thought, you know, some of my friends, they could potty train their child at 18 months. I mean, I had one mom tell me, well, all you have to do is take off their underwear. Well, I did, and they did it everywhere. I mean, I put them in the potty every hour, every 30 minutes, whatever it took. And it just didn't work for my children. And so I felt like a failure. I felt like, you know, so I would tell my younger self, I'd say, you know what? Don't judge yourself. Don't compare yourself to other parents and to other children, because every child's different. And so it had nothing to do with what I was doing. You know, it was just their developmental stage was not there yet, you know. And so in the following children, I decided to wait just a little longer. And guess what? I was more successful because I waited. They just were not ready. So if you're a mom and you're thinking there's a timeline to every developmental stage, just say to yourself, no, stop it. Do not do it. Do not get the textbook and start marking off, okay, by this time they should be doing this. By this time they should be doing that. Because every child is different. Now, yes, there are developmental delays. Of course, if your child's not talking by the age of 3, come on, you know. I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that things like potty training or walking, or I don't know. There's a bunch of different things that parents just push themselves and stress over. Your child does not have to start walking at 12 months. Does not. Mine did. It's ironic they were developmentally delayed, but they were early walkers, all of them. I think it was this desire to get to things. But anyway, so yeah, I would tell my younger self to be patient with myself, to not judge and compare myself to other people, and to just give myself some grace. Yeah, that's what I would tell myself. What would you tell yourself? All right, these are my thoughts. Good luck on your journey as always. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.